Good evening. Today we are going to see the graphical method for wind loads. In last video we are with graphical method for dead loads and today we are with wind loads. And these two methods we are using to determine the forces in members. So we have root trusses and did this we have graphical method for wind loads. Now already we have now this phase diagram. So wind load we have already calculated the values and your wind load is perpendicular to the roof. So as end panel points we have, that is half load from one side only, other side we do not have any load and therefore we have value half, and all other panel points we have developed that. So we have 8.6 kilonewton. Now at this we have perpendicular to this truss. So if you will remember in dead load we have this value vertically at center, but here as it is perpendicular, so we have values perpendicular to both sides. So likewise we have these values of wind load, and as this wind load will act upward, so we will get these values, that is reactions we have downward. Now angle we know, so by using that angle we have to take this value, that is cos of theta. So we have this angle as theta, and then we have this as 8 point cos theta. So likewise, we have to consider all values, and from this we will get 40.43 as vertical reaction downward. We have horizontal component of left side loads are on left side and right side load on right side. So these cancels each other, and therefore we do not have horizontal reaction, and therefore we have space. Notations for a space we have a b c d e f, till this we have as it is, but here we have one space that is created between these two load which is not in dead load. So give different names so that this f g h we will get as it is. So the forces in members, it becomes easy for you to recognize, will be same names, and therefore we have given that as n, because m till m we have already given names, and therefore that will be n. And then inside we will generally goes with members, and we have this will be uh, names for the spaces which are between the members. So this is my space diagram for wind load. Now we will go for vector diagram for wind load. So we have this space diagram. So now we will start to plot it. Now AB. Now you can see again in the same way we are using color. We are parallel to this 4.3 scale. We have considered over here 1 centimeter equal to 4.3 kilonewtons. So that becomes easy for you. Then we have a BC 8.6, then CD colors you can see, so that you will understand which force we are plotting over there. DE, then EF, then here we have FN, that is 4.3. Now till this we are in the same direction. Now our direction is changed. For NG we have direction, we have NG this direction. So in this direction now we are going, and then others are in the same direction. We have GH, then HI, IJ, JK, KL. Now after KL, LM we have 40.43 downward, and then we have MA again in the downward same value. So now this is again known as closed polygon. As our starting and end point are same, so this is closed polygon. And when we have closed polygon for external forces and reaction, then we are going to say structure is in equilibrium. So our structure is in equilibrium, is in equilibrium. Now we are in position to find the forces in the members. Now in the same way we will go. Now this one is common for this member B1 and then M1. So we will plot B parallel to B1 and parallel to M1, and that will gives me point 1. Then we have 2 is common for 1, 2. Now 1 we know. So 1, 2 vertical and C2 inclined. So we will have 1, 2 vertical and then C2 parallel to two numbers. Then we have 3 4 vertical and D4 parallel to it. So 3 4 sorry, now first we will go for 2 3. Now we have 2 3 and M3. So we will plot 2 3 and M3 we will get at M only. Then we have 3 4 and then D4. So likewise we can go 4 5 and M5. So this is 5. Then we have 5 6 and then we have E6 6 point. Then 6 7 M7. Then 7 8 F8. Then we have 9 10. Sorry, first 8 9 M9 and then 10 here 9 10 and M10, as we have force in member 9 10. So force in this member we have 0. So likewise we have to go for the vector diagram. And now to find if I want to find out force in member B1, so I will measure length B1 into 4.3. This will gives me force in member B1. Then if I have to find out 3 4, then I will measure length 3 4 vertical and then length 3 comma 4 into 4.3 gives me force in member 3 4. So likewise we have to get magnitude by using this diagram. And now we will go with Bose notation only, and now we will go for nature of the forces. Now let us I have to find, let us I will consider any joint. Let us I will go for C joint. Now I will draw C joint over here. So this is my joint C, or I will say that joint, and then we have force 8.6. Now I will show all the forces over there 8.6. Then we have C, then we have D, then we have vertical force over here. And now you can see we are considering this joint. So we have this vertical force, then we have one inclined. So we have another inclined force. So I will plot it inclined and then give names to these spaces. So we have this as 6, 5 and 4. So we have 6, 5 and 4. And as we have seen in last video, we have to go clockwise. So this is actually 6. So now we will go C to D. We are going upward. Check it. C to D. Correct. We are going upward. Now D to 6. Where is we have D? So D point we have here. And 6. So we have to go. Sorry. D4 we have. Sorry. This we have. This joint. So D. Then we have. No, we have drawn actually. So I will take this as D and then I will take this as E. Though I have shown this joint, but I have considered this portion. So we will go for this joint. So D to E. Then again you can say D to E upward. So we have upward D to E. Then E to 6. Now we have E over here. E to 6. Where we are going upward. So we have to go E to 6. So we have E to 6. So where we have to go? So we are E to 6. We are going upward. Upward. Then we have, so this is away from the joint. So we will get this also away from the joint. So we will get tension over here. Then we have 6 5. So we have 6 over here. 5 we have downward. So we are going downward. So 6 5 we are going downward. Then we have again tension over here. Then we will go 5 4. So 5 to 4. So we have 5 over here, 4 over here. So we are going up. So 5 to 4, we are going up. That means we have compression over here. Then we will go 4 to D. So we have 4 over here and D over here. So we are going down. So we have 4 to D downward. Means again we have tension. So likewise we have to find these forces. Now I will consider this joint. So we have members. So I will draw this. So we have this as horizontal vertical. Then we have this space. We have 7. Then we have again one member over here. Then this is 8. Then we have this as 10. And then we have this as M. So now you can see this. So now we have to go clockwise. So we will go M7. So we have over M, and then we have 7 on this side. So we are going towards this. So M7, we are going likewise. So we have compression in M7. So we have M7. So we have compression over there. Then we have 7, 8. So 7 we have over here. 8 we have over here. We are going up. So we have 7, 8. We are going up. Means we have tension over here. Then 8 to 10. So we have 8 over here and 10 downward. So we are going down. So 8 to 10 downward. So one arrow we are going to see it, and then we are going to say it is compression. And then we have M10. So now you can see M10. So we have M over here, 10 over here. Again we are going towards right. So M10. So M10. So M10. M to 10. We are going towards, sorry, clockwise we are coming. So 10M we have to take. So 10M, sorry, so we have to go in this fashion. 10 to M we have to go clockwise. 10 to M. And then we have 10 to M. Then we are going towards left. So towards the left we have compression. So, due to dead load and live load, we have principal rafter members are in compression, and due to vent, these are in tension. And your bottom cord, we have due to dead load and live load, it is in tension, and due to wind load, we have this main tie in compression. So likewise, we have to use this Bose notation. Keep in mind, you have to always go clockwise, and then only your answers will be correct. So today we will stop here only. So thank you. Next time we will see sheet number 5.